Hakimi is a defender that can also score. He provides assists. In fact, he's a world-class player. So
Definitely.
I say now, what plan does Arsenal have to stop these guys?
We don't have a plan to stop any individual player in that team. We just have a plan to stop the team completely.
Because
for life. You see, I'm not afraid of Hakimi.
So with me on the studio is an Arsenal fan, a staunch Arsenal fan. In fact, a pure and a typical gunner. Like if you want to talk about Arsenal, you should be mentioning him by name Ozil, a solid Arsenal fan. And then since Arsenal win Real Madrid, they be the buga. Arsenal they carry themselves anyhow. So I don't carry and come to that. I don't drag and come. When you explain to us how they will take crossover PSG, because PSG now then send home Liverpool. How hot! Like Liverpool is very, very hot. People tip them to be the winner of this Champions League. But it happened that PSG just send them home. Understand? Like, Liverpool actually dealt with them. They thoroughly dealt with PSG. But at the end, what happened? They knocked out Liverpool. And then right now, Arsenal, I don't know if they can be, if I can say that they are so unfortunate to have PSG there.
We are not unfortunate.
Okay, then you guys are not unfortunate. Okay, we are going to see it now because since Arsenal knocked out Real Madrid, they have been seeing themselves like the Real Madrid of the world. They are forgetting that there is another club that is Real Madrid itself. But
there is no any other club that is stronger than Madrid. This very Madrid team is stronger than that PSG team we are going to play in the semi-final.
Seriously,
I'm telling you confidently that we are going to cross over.
Like, are you seeing it now? Like, they don't make the mouth. I can't even wait for this match to start.
It's reality. I'm honestly telling you. You see PSG. You see that PSG? We won them in the group stage 2-0. I'm telling you confidently that if they come to Emirates again, we will win them 5-0.
Are you seeing it now?
Yeah.
They want to carry over the winning. They have won PSG already.
We are already at the finals.
And then they are planning on how to win them again. In fact, I like your spirit, I like your faith that you guys are already in the final.
We are already there. But nothing is stopping us.
That PSG removed Liverpool out of the tournament.
Who is Liverpool?
Oh, Liverpool is nothing.
Who is Liverpool?
You really think so?
Who is afraid of Liverpool?
Now. How do you think? Okay, what plan does Arsenal have based on how they are going to stop the attacking force of Dembele?
Which attacking force? If Arsenal can stop the attacking force of Real Madrid, what is the attacking force of
these people? They have speed, they have strength, they have tactics. Kvaratskhelia is also at the other corner.
Leave them. We have defenders. We have people that will choke them.
Okay. Talking about defenders, yes, Arsenal to some extent they have solid defenders, but they just have good centre backs.
We don't just have good centre back. We have a very good defensive structure.
I don't know. I can't tell for now, but Gabriel Magalhaes, I don't think he will be available for the match.
Even if he's not available, we don't care. We don't mind. We don't even know that he's not around because we have Kyrgios. We have Jakub Kyrgios.
You know they talk that winning they bring pride. That once you know they win now, they talk. You don't get the pride.
See, what is just believe in the process.
Say, once others they talk, Arsenal know they talk. Arsenal don't get mouth to talk, but because they knock out Real Madrid, Arsenal don't get mouth now.
Even before that Real Madrid match, I'm telling you, before that match, I was very confident we were going to win it. I never went to watch that match hoping that we will draw or lose. I knew confidently that we were going to beat that Madrid team. We have what it takes to beat any team in the world currently.
Position by position, yes. Position by position, Arsenal is actually a better team. Looking at the midfield of Real Madrid, Tchouaméni, Valverde, and Camavinga didn't play second leg. Understand? Who was there on his behalf?
Tchouaméni,
and then Bellingham. Just the three of them. Looking at or making a side-by-side comparison, you see that Arsenal actually has a better midfielder. Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. Of course, Odegaard is better than Bellingham.
Definitely.
So, as expected, Arsenal winning it didn't come as a surprise to many people.
Well, it came.
But that should not give you guys...
Nobody gave Arsenal the chance to beat Real Madrid.
You guys
don't say that, your people. Nobody believed in Arsenal. And to tell you the fact, even you here standing here sitting with me,
yes,
you never believed that Arsenal would beat Real Madrid and knock them out of the Champions League.
Yes, I never believed that Arsenal will be knocking them out of Champions League. Yes, the belief never came to me. But on a second thought, if you had to look at the both sides, yes, Arsenal is actually a better team. All the way from the goalkeeper down to the defense. If you had to pick out,
you see, don't say in all aspects of the team.
Okay.
Maybe defensively, yes. In our defense, we have a better defense than them. in the midfield, but attack wise, they have a better this thing.
Okay. Let us look at it this way now. If you are to bring out players from Real Madrid that can actually match up Arsenal position by position, you should be having like 4 of them. Let's say we have Rudiger there as a defender.
Yes,
we have Vinicius there, and then we have Mbappe.
Yes.
Which other person again can you pick out?
This person as well. They have a Militao. Don't forget that. He's also a good.
But he didn't play.
He didn't play, but he's part of the team.
Yes, I'm talking about those that played.
Okay, those that played that match.
Yes.
Okay, I can say well.
So out of 11 players, you can only pick out 3 that can match up Arsenal. That means that Arsenal is a better team.
Yeah.
Arsenal, we beckoned on Real Madrid based on their antecedents, based on what they have done before, past glory. So because of that, Arsenal knocked them out. And then they got the Boga. Arsenal got the feed themselves, but no problem. PSG versus Arsenal. I can't just wait for the match.
Definitely, I can't even wait. I wanted that match to be played today, if it is possible. Because I know that PSG are already going home. They are packing their bags already.
Kvaratskhelia. How do you think
who is Kvaratskhelia compared to Vinicius Junior? Do you know that in that match, those 2 legs, Vinicius Junior, in the first leg, he couldn't record any shot.
Yes.
No dribble. Yes. Completed.
Yes.
No good chances created.
Yes.
It was only in the second leg, in the second half of that match, that he got only 1 shot on target. That is the goal he scored.
Okay.
That's the only shot on target he got in those 2 legs.
Okay. But if you have to look at it that way, you have to know that Arsenal actually dominated them. Arsenal actually choked them out in the midfield. And then for the attackers to be good, the midfield will have to be good too. And then Arsenal dominate. In fact, Arsenal just flattened
it's
them
not just
in that
only
area.
The midfield that we dominated them in all areas of the pitch, because Arsenal came with a plan. They came with a structure in that match.
Okay.
Arsenal knew that Madrid will use their wing to torment. Okay. So they mapped out that structure of Lewis Kelly is playing as a midfielder and also as a left back in that match. Okay. If you watch him, once Arsenal holds possession, you see him choking in the midfield. Once Arsenal loses ball, you see him going back to defend, going back to that left back row. So they couldn't understand that structure.
Okay.
And Arsenal came with a low block plan. Once as Madrid have the ball, we go back, we sit back small. Then when they come to attack, you see the whole players, we choke them one by one. Before you know, if you take the ball from them, we attack them.
Okay.
So we come with the Arteta came with a definite plan, but this person didn't know what to do to counter it. Ancelotti.
Okay. Is it that he didn't know what to do, or the players don't really have what it takes to counter it?
It's not the Real Madrid that has what it takes. Then Real Madrid that team that those players have what it takes, but it's just that this modern football is not all about individual ability.
Okay.
It's good to have individual abilities as players with it, with that ability in your team, but you also need a team play.
Yes.
Have a structure. If you watch Arsenal, they have their structure there. They have the way they shape, the way they play. Is the way they have possession. You see the shape of the team.
Okay.
There is the kind of shape they have when they have possession.
And then when they are dispossessed too,
they have a shape.
Pattern that they use to defend themselves.
Okay,
that's good.
But that Real Madrid team, they don't have it. They're just aggressive. You see, their pattern is attack.
Okay. So that's a good tactical analysis. I must confess that Arsenal have this pattern of carrying out the attack and then also carrying out their defense on and off the ball. Yes. Arsenal has it. But the that of PSG, how can we say about it? Because in that midfield, we are not looking at Bellingham that is actually overrated. That his name is bigger than his works. We're not looking at Chomeni that is somehow inexperienced as a midfielder, or Kamavinga too. We are looking at here Vitinha. We have Geneves. This might pose a very big problem to the lack of Partey and the Declan Rice.
What can Geneves do in the midfield of Partey, Rice, and Odegaard?
What they can...
Geneves that couldn't even do much against Aston Villa, the return leg. He didn't do anything special in that match. If we can choke the midfield of Bellingham, Kamavinga, and Modric in that first leg that we won 3-0, I'm not afraid of Vitinha. Who is Vitinha? Compared to... Forget about it. When he comes, Partey will teach him how to be tricky. You see, Me, I'm very confident.
As now we party with rice.
Right,
Party and rice.
when you eat rice, you start to party.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Arsenal vibe. They see
You see, we have Timber there. They don't know it. We have to. We even have White.
Timber.
We have players. We use Timber to cook rice for party. You see it?
Okay. I see that. So Arsenal versus PSG, first leg of Champions League semi-finals. We can't really wait for
4-0
because
we are winning 4-0. Just mark my word. 4-0.
4-0.
I'm telling you, that's my prediction.
Emirates. So, Arsenal people, man, that they careful.
Remember,
across Real Madrid, no mean say like that. But don't forget the coach of PSG, Luis Enrique.
Since last season, Champions League, to date, we have not lost any match at the Emirates.
Wow. Since last Champions League.
Yes, to date.
Okay, that's a fantastic record.
We have not lost any match at the Emirates Stadium.
And now PSG is visiting Emirates, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you guys are going to give it to them woto. They are going to collect enough up to 4 goals.
They are going to 4 goals. I'm just going 4 goals because I just want to respect that PSG team. If not, I would have said 0. But let me give respect to them.
So this one is out of respect.
Out of
because
respect.
You have respect for them.
I have respect.
It should be 4-0.
Yes.
Minus the respect, it's supposed to be 6-0. But this will not get joy. Real Madrid now cause all this thing. And if you say you guys succeed in just removing them now, all this thing wouldn't have happened.
They not there. They won't dare to even have that in mind. Before that match, everybody was talking about remontada. That they are going to come back. They were just trying to intimidate us. They were trying to intimidate us now in all angles. They even have to appeal to UEFA so that they will close the roof of the stadium for pressure.
Yes.
So that pressure will remain in the stadium. Their fans, almost thousands of fans, line up at the outside of the Santiago Bernabeu.
Yes.
Just to what? Create fear in the hearts of Arsenal players. But we didn't shiver. We came with a direct plan. Before that match, Lewis Kelly was busy outside having chat with his phone, communicating, playing music. That is overconfidence because he knew that.
Because they already know that they are going to crash Real Madrid.
They were even lucky. Had it been that Saka scored that penalty at that early kickoff of that match.
Yes.
That would have been a disaster for Madrid. Madrid would have lost control of that match and there would have been much pressure and they would start fattering. And Arsenal would have even made it even worse for them. Maybe another 3-0 in the first half.
Okay.
But they were just lucky.
Okay. Let us look at this thing now. Hakimi is also there now. You know that this guy is so good in pushing attacks. Alongside Bakole, alongside the Dembele. Is there any tactical plan that Arsenal has to curtail all these people's movements? Because that's another issue. Hakimi is a defender that can also score. He provides assists. In fact, he's a world-class player. So I say now, what plan does Arsenal have to stop these guys?
We don't have a plan to stop any individual player in that team. We just have a plan to stop the team completely.
Because
for life. You see, I'm not afraid of Hakimi. If you see that space of Hakimi and that overlapping of Hakimi is what we like. We would like him to overlap in that match. If you watch the match against Aston Villa, that second leg, they were playing with confidence, overlapping. Nuno Mendes and Hakimi was busy overlapping. Even at their center back, everybody was just overlapping because they thought they had the control of that match. But before they knew it, they started conceding goals. They were just lucky that Marcos Asensio missed that chance. That would have put them on the same level and it would have taken that match to extra time. See, I want Hakimi to overlap. Please, Hakimi, overlap for us in that match. Your overlap is what I want. So that Martinelli will teach you how to run.
So now, whichever plan that the opponents of Arsenal are bringing in now, Arsenal have already experienced it before, and then they conquered it already. Whichever plan that Chelsea might be bringing in is what Arsenal have experienced and then conquered.
I'm not even afraid of their wingers. That one is not even a fear. I don't have any fear factor for that one.
Okay, now so you have the confidence that Arsenal will be crossing over to the next level.
Definitely. We are already at the finals. You see, let me tell you what you don't know. Anytime that a Pope die, it's definitely an English team will win the Champions League. If you just get your records.
Another history. And so go and trace the record. Yes. Anytime that Pope dies, all the way from John Paul that an English team will always win the what? Champions League. So now go and do the research by yourself.
Yes.
Many popes has died, and
Recently.
recently another pope just
They
died.
died.
Yes, may God accept his soul in his bosom.
Yes.
So like this, that the Pope Francis has died, it then means that an English team will be winning the UEFA Champions League. That is his analysis now, his analogy.
Yes.
That whenever it happens, such a team will definitely happen. And then Arsenal is being tipped, or is the only English team that is still remaining there.
Yeah.
So it then means that invariably Arsenal will be winning the UEFA Champions League, according to Ozil, which is an Arsenal fan.
Definitely.
Not from me. So let us watch and see how it will go. Then let us come to and bring this thing to an end. So what's your final prediction? Arsenal versus PSG, semi-finals of UEFA Champions League.
I stick with my 4-0.
4-0,
I'm not going
confidently
down.
beating his chest.
Yes.
That Arsenal is beating PSG 4 goals to 0. 4
at the
Emirates Stadium. 4 unreplied goals. So let us know your own prediction in the comment section, and at the same time try and share this video. And if you are not yet following this page, do so by following it. One love.